Please state your name and address for the record.
Mitch Kobernick, 5001 South Shore in Gulf Harbors. My topic for today is the county's procedures for land purchases. In September 2016, a public records request was filed with the county requesting their procedures for acquisition of real property. The only document produced in response to this lawful request was the ELAMP Standard Operating Procedures. It was also posted on the county website at the time. But when questioned about whether the county was properly following those procedures in their attempt to purchase the Gulf Harbors golf course, the county's response was that this document was only a draft, even though it was dated back in 2007. And it was then removed from the website. Since then, the county has advanced a new theory. The county's legal representative, when asked about this ELAMP SOP in his deposition, stated under oath, "We're not required to use this." And it's the county's position that policies must be adopted by the board in order for them to be official and be required by staff to follow up. Now, ELAMP uses voter-approved penny for Pasco funds to purchase land, and the county has now taken the legal position that there are no procedures the county is obligated to follow when the county spends these taxpayer funds on land purchases. This lack of procedures has real-world consequences. When the county purchased the Magnolia Valley and Timber Oaks golf courses, they didn't do any environmental testing before they bought them. That's completely contrary to any good real estate practice. For Timber Oaks, the cost to clean up the contaminants that were in fact found after the purchase has not been fully disclosed. The question's been asked for a year now, just who's going to pay for that cleanup? Is the seller going to pay? Will the county? Or is it going to end up being added to the MSBU that the Timber Oaks residents will have to pay? The county has still not answered that question, although after Diane's speech this morning, I understand maybe those answers are now forthcoming. Pasco County recently received a Distinguished Budget Presentation Award, and I offer my congratulations to staff that prepared the budget. The county has some talented and dedicated people, particularly at ELAMP, who want to do the right thing. But this lack of formal procedures leaves the door open for error or manipulation of the purchase process. The county should follow best practices for land purchases and not leave it open to the whim of those negotiating the purchase or those directing it. This also applies to the county's extensive use of MSBUs. An MSBU taxes a specific community for a project that is supposed to benefit that community. All MSBUs proposed by the county should be subjected to greater scrutiny to ensure that they meet that standard and should be challenged when necessary. Current events demonstrate that these MSBUs can in fact be challenged and be done so successfully. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.